Hey, my name's Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. You ever been in a stag off?
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? The bishop!
So, what I'm doing here is I'm getting ready to compare four different stags. Got a couple of different stags. One of them's a 13 by someone that's on the channel, Terrence. Totally appreciate that, Terrence. Looking forward to that. I also got a 2021 batch from him as well. So, looking forward to this. This today is the 22A. So I'm looking forward to this as well. This is a higher proof than some of the others. I think it's 132.2. Yeah, 132.2. So I've been letting this aerate and open up a little bit to get kind of a review on this, to get it set up for the stag off, where I'm going to compare four different stags to see which one I prefer the most. Everyone's palates are a little bit different, and all the batches are a little bit different. Was totally blown away the other day by the 13, just by how smooth it was. And I know it's been open for a little bit and it's aerated very, very well, but at 128 proof, it was drinking super light. I mean, it was drinking easily 20 proof points under what I would expect, and maybe even more. I was very, very pleased and surprised by how easily that drank. So I had to put my old Rip Van Winkle distillery glass in here. I don't know if you saw last time, but back behind me, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's a sample from Lazy Guy 1887, provided by Matt, from one of the guys out there at Whiskey Wisdom. And I'm worried that it may have tainted this glass. And so I'm hoping by putting some Stagg in there, it'll have washed away any of the horrible essence that was left from the Lazy Guy 1887. Um, that was a rough experience, but Matt was not lying when he said it was bad. I'm honestly hoping that this is similar to the bottle that they had earlier this year, that maybe was a little bit tainted. And if Matt and them are willing, maybe they can get a different bottle or reach out and say, hey, could you have something different? Maybe there's something wrong with this bottle, because it literally tasted like it was filtered through an ashtray of like a 79. What was the car I used to have? I used to have a Chevrolet. What was it? God, anyways, I'm trying to think back to cars, and it's not working very well for me today. But anyways, it tasted like it went through the ashtray. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. Ashes that have been probably sitting there for a couple of decades plus, just smoldering over the years and through the humidity. And then it's like they went ahead and put the rye whiskey through it. So it was pretty bad. So, that being said, I'm hoping that this glass now is not forever tainted. So I'm hoping that'll help with this. So this should be the last one that I have to sample. I'm not going to sample the 2021 batch until I do it live with all of them, because I know that that's been open for a while, and it's just it's a 2 ounce pour. He luckily gave me a couple 2 ounce pours, but I want to try that out at the same time when I do the stag off. So definitely looking forward to that. If you've got a favorite batch of Stagg, put it in the comments. I love reading the comments. You guys do an amazing job growing the channel. I just looked at it a minute ago, 719. Thank you so much for that. Nathan, I truly appreciate. Nathan's one of the guys that's a subscriber, but also someone that I see up at the Alabama Bourbon Drops a lot. He's actually plugged me a few different times in some different groups that I'm in. I truly appreciate that, Nathan. And I know, Jeremy, you're right there behind him on it, and appreciate that. For those who've done stuff like that, even just telling your friends, hey, you might want to check out this guy. He's pretty funny sometimes, or he sucks, but he might get a laugh out of it anyways. Um, Truly appreciate that. 750 subscribers coming up. There's a giveaway at 750. As long as you're a subscriber over 21, continental US, I'll let you pick some of the different options that'll be available once I get to that 750. And it sticks. I had someone remind me that, hey, you'll get some people that'll just join and then hop off. But once we get to 750, I'm usually like, whatever, let's go ahead and start it. even if it drops below that 750 again. Because I don't think it's fair to anybody else that authentically joined the channel. So looking forward to that. So let's see what we get on the nose on this Stagg today. 132.2. That'll be pretty interesting. Getting cinnamon right off the bat on this, which is really cool. Getting the oak, getting some caramel, getting some orange, a little bit of orange in there, getting some berry as well. Kind of a red berry, like a raspberry or something. Or as my friend would say, a raspberry. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Deep, deep caramel on this. So let's see. Got very viscous. I mean, it's just pouring down the sides in here. Nice little cascading sheets of fingers there. It's awesome. Whoop, a little bit higher there. Got excited there. Let's see what we got. Wow. Very heavy caramel and cinnamon. And then you get the tannic on the oak on the back. But first hit was bam. It was like right in my face, heavy caramel. And I like sweet bourbons. Right in my wheelhouse there. I mean, it's got a great mouthfeel. I can just feel it coating my tongue. Wow. So right at the front of the palate, got a little bit of orange, but still getting just that incredible. It's almost like a caramel overload. It's almost like you bit into like a caramello, so you're almost getting a little bit of chocolate, but a lot of caramel at the same time. Cinnamon's lightened up a little bit, but you're still feeling it kind of on the mid palate and back palate on here. Very interesting tasting on this. Normally, and when Staggs, I get real cherry heavy, really, really nice cherry heavy, but this is kind of a little bit different for me. Does not drink like 132 proof either. Um, and this is my first bourbon of the day, and I'm rolling it at 132. But again, I would think 100 to 110. So it's really drinking under proof, but just intense punch flavor, caramel right up front. Get a tiny bit of leather on the back, just the tiniest bit of leather. Getting a little bit of pepper on the back as well. Nice Kentucky hug, but not overpowering. It's just that real nice, calm, warm. It's not that you're on fire in the middle of your chest. So it's really, really nice. I was kind of worried how well this batch was going to be, but it's different than some of the other stuff where I'm not getting a lot of that heavy cherry right up front. I'm getting a lot of the sugar and the sweet right up front on this. The more I drink on this, the more I'm really starting to think that this is going to be a dangerous bottle for me too. I've got a cigar that I've got to light up tonight. You know, vacation's about over. Done some more bourbon hunts today. Ready, did mow the yard earlier. Ready to sit out on the chair today and just kind of puff on a cigar and have a nice bourbon. I think this will probably be my choice tonight. I was just really shocked at how sweet this is. Outstanding pour, great mouthfeel, very viscous. It's not burning me up at 132 proof. And I mean, this is just recently opened bottle. I let it aerate for a little bit, but it hasn't been sitting open for a long time. And normally, you know, when you open a Stagg, you need to let it set and it's going to be hot right up front. This right here, I mean, once it's opened up a little bit, it's just outstanding sugars for me. I think that as this opens up more, it's just going to get better and better. So looking forward to that. So on the nose, I'm getting some of the like a raspberry orange type of thing going on, but heavy caramel, heavy oaks, What else are we getting in here? Some cinnamon on the nose a little bit. Get a little bit of cinnamon on the palate, but this is kind of an oak caramel bomb, but highlighted by the caramel. You get some of the fruits that come through specifically. I'm getting some of the orange notes on it. Great mouthfeel on it. Very viscous. I'd say it's not a super long finish. I'd say it's about a medium to medium long finish. And that might be the only thing I'd point out to say this is keeping this from being like a superstar. But right off the bat, I mean, just aerating a little bit, this thing was fantastic. And what I like about it is where I got a little bit of leather. I'm also getting a tiny bit of tobacco now on the back of this. So it's opening up more and more. I'm getting a little bit with it, get a little bit of the pepper in there too. I'd say it's more of a black pepper than like a white pepper. But it's just tiny bit. You're just not getting a whole overload of things. I'm still getting a lot of nice oak with the finish too. And I like oak. So for me, it's really, really nice. That being said, this stag off is going to be very, very tough because you're putting heavyweights together. I mean, this is 4 heavyweights I'm going to be putting together on this. Totally looking forward to that. But I just want to thank you all. You guys have done a great job of helping grow this channel so much by telling your friends or posting things about it. It really means the world to me. And I really truly do appreciate your comments. I always look forward to it, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and thank you for all you do. Looking forward to some of this with the cigar tonight. Thank you, and have a great weekend.